Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to welcome you to our live Monday night program. It's the 27th of March, 2023. We have a packed program for you tonight, viewers. But before we go into our program tonight, I just want you to open your Facebook account, get your computer, get your phone, your tablet, or even while you're on your smart TV. Open up your Facebook account, your YouTube account, and share our live stream. We are on Facebook, Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Like and share. We are also on YouTube. It's TT Real Talk. Subscribe, hit the bell, and you would know when we go live, viewers. So I'm giving you that little 2 minutes, 3 minutes to do that while we tell you about our 4% on fixed deposit at Real Talk Credit Union. So viewers, Real Talk Credit Union is the only credit union in Trinidad and Tobago that is offering you a 4%. And remember, our name is branded. Real Talk have been branded in Trinidad for the last 5 years. Real Talk with Saieed Ali is the #1 current affairs program. Real Talk group of companies, there are a number of companies under Real Talk group. We have Real Talk Real Estate, we have Real Talk Security and Intelligence, we have Real Talk with Saieed Ali, we have Real Talk Equipment Rental, and to add to our list, Real Talk Credit Union information. So viewers, Real Talk Group of Company is a big company in Trinidad, not only in Trinidad, but we do business outside of Trinidad and Tobago. I'm a businessman. I'm also a spiritual consultant. Those of you having spiritual problems, you can also contact me. Now, numbers will be on screen shortly, viewers. These numbers that you're about to see on screen, you can contact our central and south office. You can even contact me through these numbers that you are seeing on screen presently. 339-1670, 242-7690, 238-6716, or 267-7325. Now viewers, these numbers are our central numbers and our south office number. If you want to do business with us, you want to open an account for your kid, for your family at Real Talk Credit Union, we are at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunas. We also have a sub-office at 132 Sipero Road, Victoria Village in San Fernando. Now viewers, Real Talk with Saieed Ali have been on Synergy Network for 5 years. 5 years. On the 19th of March, made it 5 years. 5 hard, long, 17 hours a day I've been working, and we have made a great impact in Trinidad and Tobago, even with foreign news of the Caribbean. Real Talk have pushed for a lot of legislations and amendment, which you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, and outside viewers who have been viewing Real Talk, have known Real Talk, have known Saieed for pushing for legislations and amendments, not only for me or my company, but for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. When individuals say, Saieed, you cannot get that passed, you cannot push for that, I'll show you. I will push for it and I will get it done. So on the 19th of March this month, we celebrated 5 years of being on Synergy Network, 5 years Real Talk with Saieed Ali, and we are the #1 current affairs program still. I'm so proud of that. And I just want to say thank you for making us your program from 7 to 8 p.m. I do want to thank you for that. Now from 7 to 8 p.m. it's the most viewed program, it's news time, and we bring news to you in a different way, viewers, in a totally different way. You can interact with us through our phone number 238-6716, where people can hear you with your comments live on our program. Now, we do have a rerun the next day from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And again, I say share our live stream. Encourage your friends and your family to view Real Talk with Saieed Ali, viewers. Thank you so much for making us the #1 program for you to watch in Trinidad and Tobago. We deal with the issues at hand. We deal with the pressing issues that no other deals with. We have Real Talk Public Concerns on our Wednesday night. For the last 2 years, every Wednesday, Real Talk with Saieed Ali have dedicated that Wednesday each week for the last 2 years. just to highlight our road condition, our box drain condition, our water condition, the street light condition, the MPs, the councillors not making themselves available in the community, the bridges, the broken bridges throughout Trinidad and Tobago. So we deal with our issues on a daily basis. No other program in Trinidad and Tobago brings it to you like Real Talk. And like again, I say, very soon, we might host our live shows on a Wednesday night in different communities to highlight the issues. So that is in the drawing board. We are doing that. My team, we are working out the technical, whatever it is that we need to be outside with. And we're going to make it forward. We're going to go forward very soon. Let me tell you something. When I tell you we do something, we doing it, you know. It's just that sometimes we just have to put out the extra effort and the extra energy. It comes with extra financing also. So I do want to thank you for making us #1 viewers. Just an update. Citizens can once again receive a certificate of character, a COC, from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. On March 16th, Deputy Commissioner of Police, DCP Kurt Simon, said the technical matter which led to the breakdown of the automated fingerprint identification system, AFIS, would have been rectified by Wednesday, March 22nd. To bring some temporary relief, today, TTPS Public Information Officer Inspector Michelle Lewis stated that on Friday on, the AFIS was fully functional once again and COCs can now be generated. Inspector Lewis added that with this in place now, it's not temporary relief, but rather the entire system is functioning as it used to. However, she could not state what the technical matter was, which led to the malfunction. But she said, locally and internationally, technical support and technicians worked on rectifying the situation. COC could not have been issued since February 2023. So we want to thank the Information Department. We want to thank the techs that worked on bringing up the automated system back into gear in Trinidad and Tobago. So police work will become easier now. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
My friend.
This is the original imitation vaccine vigorous.
Go right ahead.
I want to congratulate you on your 50th man because you have survived because you're doing a really good job.
Yes, I survived it. Believe me, caller, I have been under a fine teeth comb, you know.
Right. The thing is, the police come and say the certificate of character system functioning.
Yes.
You know who caused that? A fellow by the name of Ravi Balgobin, you know, he dropped up freedom of information to find out what's happening last week, so they must pay the money and get it functional and things. But what I want to talk to, I want to talk about my real partner.
Who's
the
that?
Original vaccine vagrant. You know, he just used both sides of his mouth. On the left side, he was saying our partner Nelson of Nelson Gate was a good lawyer, all kind of things. Last week Thursday, on the right side of his mouth, he said that man is no hero, and he asked the opposition leader, don't talk about Nelson Gate, because he in a problem with Nelson Gate. Now, Nelson Gate is like my partner, Faris, a bush lawyer or a Poya lawyer. I want to ask my partner, the original vaccine vagrant, the fact that the Privy Council told us that Nelson Gate and the opinion that he gave to pull out Malcolm Jones, the Privy Council said that they would the cost of the paper. Knowing now that lawyer Nelson is not a hero, will he reinstate the court matter with Malcolm Jones and the whole board? Because he said it's collective responsibility, so he had to remove out Malcolm Jones. Now I want the whole board, if he worth his salt, and if he's honest, and he stopped telling us the truth, that lawsuit is not statute bad, and he could bring it against the whole Petrotrin board for all the malfeasance that was committed, and to pull out Malcolm Jones for paying back the taxpayers. 15 billion can't go just so somebody has to eat a food with that. Please get them to eat a food with that. God.
Thank you, my friend. So, viewer, just a little update. Minister of Health Terrence Dialsing have been tested positive for COVID-19 on Sunday, according to a release from the Ministry of Health. It is the first time Minister Dialsing tested positive for COVID ever, even as several of his cabinet colleagues, including the Prime Minister, tested positive at some point since the pandemic began, more than 3 years ago. But imagine this, imagine this, the Minister of Health, he's supposed to be getting COVID-19 positive more than the Prime Minister, you know. You know why I'm saying that? Because the Minister of Health is always involved in something. Always involved in something. Once in 3 years, Minister of Health got COVID-19 positive. And it's about 4 times our Prime Minister got it. Imagine that, eh? Imagine that. Sometimes I just wonder, you know, serious. I just wonder, you know, miracles do happen, you know, people. Miracles do happen. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we return, we're going to hear from our Minister of Finance, Colin Imbert, after this break.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Carney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, there's an offer of 4% from Real Talk to you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, on a fixed deposit. So remember, viewers, call us at 238-6716, 339-1670, or 242-7690 to know more about your 4% on a fixed deposit. Per year, remember that, it's per year. Minister of Finance, Colin Imbert, have stated that the government has taken no decision to make any adjustment to domestic fuel price, which international oil price continue to fluctuate. So Trinidad and Tobago, last week I would have mentioned the rise in electricity fuel. Week before that, I would have mentioned the rise in electricity fuel and WASA. Last week, WASA was add-in to the increase in water price. TNTEC is going up. WASA added in last week. And remember, I told you the government might want to take a decision in raising the fuel price. Let me tell you something. When you tell yourself, Trinidad and Tobago, that nobody in authority is listening to Saieed, I was the only person. This was the only show in Trinidad and Tobago that raised the issue with the government about rising fuel price. The only program, I'm not boasting, but I'm telling you facts. This was the only program that directly asked the government if there was going to be a fuel price increase because of the fact that tea and tech was going to have a price increase. Remember when I said maybe the gas station might carry up their price since they have to pay more for electricity now? But he made this comment in dealing with the concluding statement of the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, 2023 article, 5 mission to Trinidad and Tobago, released on March 16th, observing a voluntary volatility of international oil price. Imbert said, one has to look at them over a suitable period of time. You could be at $100 US per barrel today, and the next week you could be at $75 US per barrel. West Texas Intermediate and Brent crude were trading at $72.82 and US $78 per barrel, respectively, on Monday. The current price are $7.75, $6.97, and $4.41 per liter of premium gasoline, super gasoline, and diesel. That is the price in Trinidad and Tobago. So Imbert said that the government has taken no decision to increase the price. But I will tell you something. I will not hold them to this. Don't be surprised in the coming weeks you're going to hear that the government is in negotiation with gas company now about increasing price. Because electricity went up. And if electricity goes up, my fellow viewers, everything in Trinidad will go up. Because keep in mind, the gas stations now have to pay more money for electricity. Don't you think that their profit margin now is going to have a little effect in it? I believe they make about 3 cents per liter. Between 1 to 3% per liter. I don't think they're making 5 cents per liter as yet, a gas station owner. So don't you think now with the increase in electricity, it would affect their pocket? Just like it would affect the manufacturer's pocket, just like it would affect the grocery owner pocket. And it would affect your pocket also. So what about those people who have electric cars in Trinidad and Tobago now? What's going to happen? Your bill went up. You'll be paying more money now to charge your car. Look at the rippling effect. Look at it. So in the coming weeks, I wouldn't hold column member to say that, you know what? The government has taken a decision. In the coming weeks, you might hear, well, the government had to reassess. Trust me. You'll probably hear it in the coming weeks. So, moving along. Former President of Trinidad and Tobago, Paula Mayweek, spoke candidly on TNT's use of social media, saying many of the comments she saw were racial biased or based. So after you being in office for 3 years, you were off social media for 3 years, you had nobody in your office on the social media platform, nobody in your office. I wonder if this president just wake up again. Did she just woke up from a long sleep again? So about racialism and racist going on in Trinidad and Tobago. I just be so amazed when they come out out of the blue just and talk about it. Like she was surprised about the comments she saw on social media platforms. It's going on for decades. Racialism in Trinidad and Tobago have been going on for decades. And you know the sad part about it? We have different race and different culture right here in Trinidad and Tobago. A 2x2 country, 1.4 billion people, and we fighting among ourselves with race. Race. Like if they're running on something. For carnival, all race and religion jumping up on the street. When they go to the beach on a beach party, all race and religion. When you're taking the maxi to work, it's all race and religion. When you go in the market, it's all race and religion. But we're talking about race. But when, let me tell you something, as a black man, you know, I will always say I am a black man. I just always say that. No wonder why when we black people in Trinidad and Tobago leave our country and go in an Englishman country or go in Canada or go into the US, you know, they just call us black. Black, they just call us. And you know why they just call us a racist? Because we're fighting among our own black brother in our next country. No wonder why we are labeled as racist. Because our head hard like concrete, like corrugated steel. We don't understand. We in Trinidad. Whether we African, whether we Douglas, whether we Chinese. It have Chinese locally born here, you know. Don't get tied up, you know. Don't get up like a Sunday crab, you know. But I'm surprised that the president of Trinidad and Tobago, after a long sleep, she talked about racism on social media platform. Sleeping pill wear out again once more. Weeks asked if she felt TNT race relation would get better anytime soon, to which she replied, it would get better if leaders in every sphere educated, lead and set proper examples to those who follow and listen to them. She said those in leadership. What role she had? What role? Wait, we'll and come again, man. Doodly 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 doo doo doo. Yeah, director, I like that. Hear this now. She held the highest office in the land in Trinidad and Tobago. Could somebody call in the program at 238-6716 and tell me if the president of Trinidad and Tobago ever talked about race or how to deal with race or labeling us as black people and why are we fighting among ourselves? Could somebody call in the program and tell me, Saeed, she addressed it? Did she ever? We fighting among ourselves. The Prime Minister said in Parliament, let's take it out on the pavement. What's going on in primary school now? When they're not fighting inside the school, they're fighting on the pavement. How you call that? That is what you call leadership. That is why when I come here every night, I don't talk race. I don't talk culture. I talk about the issues that we have in Trinidad and Tobago and trying to fix it. Me talking about my black brother trying and my white sister suffering. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about fixing the issues. License office wants to know, hey, you can't roadworthy, but ask yourself, is the road worthy of our car? Is the road worthy of our car? I spent $200,000 to buy a car, but is the road worthy of my $200,000 car? But police outside, license officers outside, and the road in a blasted, how to say it, boy? Number 2 down the road. But I have a little story from Manzalena. Hold on. Hold on. About 2 weeks ago, I went up, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I went up Manzalena. Somebody say, hey, the road nice up, man. Hold on for Wednesday night program. Hold on for Wednesday night program. And all going to see what's taking place. So, back to the president. She described those at the top as not only politicians, but also media personalities. Ooh. She just got up from sleep. She waited till she actually out of office to say this. Why you didn't say it when you were in office? Switch me back. Why you didn't say this when you was in office? She stated that during her 5 years in office, she paid very close attention to social media platform and Facebook. Well, come out and say something. Set an example. Host meeting in different communities dealing with race. But wait. At one point in time, Trinidad and Tobago citizens wanted to know, where is our president? Well, the new one we have vouched to make her office more accessible. So we'll just wait and see what takes place. Former president said she doesn't think she is different from any responsible citizens from being absolutely applauded with what plays out in social media on a racial bias. Weeks also added that she accepts that there are many decisions and pronouncements made as a president that could be subjected to scrutiny and disagreement. But sometimes when you look at the comments on social media, they are so racially biased. Why didn't you address it when you were in office? It's simple. You hold the highest office in the land, but yet said nothing. Nothing. When we put up a post on our page, Real Talk with Saieed Ali on our Facebook page, and when we get racial comments, let me tell you something, I just addressed it one time, you know. Why are you fighting me down in a country that I am trying to make better for me and you? You want to hide behind a social post. You want to hide behind a fake name. Come out and do something in the open, let people see you. Then hide and make a racial comment. You better than me and you? No. It's only dunce head, don't care, illiterate people make biased statements. You know why? Because they don't understand the logical part of it, but hey, we are trying to fix the country, and what are you doing? We are some smart, educated ones who like this racial thing, you know. They love it. Before they come out and help do something, no, they rather condemn you. You could do better? No, you ever buy a cup of tea for your neighbor, but you're talking about your neighbor black. If your neighbor black, God make them black. What color are you? Oh, I forget you're a Trinidad, but you're damn black also. Trinidad and Tobago, hear this. My director, he's a Negro guy. You think the hair on his head or the color on his skin have something to do with me? No, both of us in Trinidad and Tobago, when we're going down the road, he can't go down in a pothole, mine go down in the same pothole. When you go to buy dal, it's the same dal I buy in. If I buy lunch, me and he eating the same thing, no different. My audio guy, everybody knows that he's Nav and he's an Indian. And he ride with us. We eating from the same plate, we drinking from the same cup, and we help it, we lie down and sleep on the chair too. But we talk about race and race. Where is race getting us? Nowhere. And for God and heaven's sake, we as black people, we cannot see it. We cannot see it. But we fighting on one another. Jeez. So we have a call? Call, good night.
See the former president talking about racism on the social media. What about racism propagated by the government, sir? What about racism propagated, glaring racism? Look at the composition of the cabinet. You following me, sir?
Yes, I'm listening. You go right ahead.
Look at the composition of the cabinet. Look at board appointees. Look at, all these things. Look at the high offices. It is not racism. Look at handouts. Look at grants. Look at all these things. Who are accessing HDC houses and all these things. What is more glaring than that, sir? When you talk about, is it that is why the Prime Minister wants to probably have some banning or something on the social media, because he could control the press and the printed media. But I don't think he has any control. Is it now that he is trying to muscle the social media because people are talking out about it, sir? Do you agree with me, sir? Now, look at the other thing, Mr. Ali. We are going to bring back people from Syria. Why I'm happy for the family that they would be having the family. Is there any system in place, to screen these people to reintegrate them into society? Do you remember when he made the unilateral decision because he and Maduro is friends to bring out of Venezuela? You see the nature of crime, how it changed it? Is it the same thing he is going to do now with his people who went to ISIS? Now they have a different kind of training that come here, sir. They have a different training. And unless you screen these people, have them in a restricted area, do something to reintegrate them. You just can't bring them and let them loose in here. Because apparently this government has all they're doing is politicking, sir. And it is time, as you rightfully say, people must stand up and let them see who is the real racist people in this country. It is supported by none other than the Prime Minister, and it is time that we get up and smell the coffee. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to hear our mom on the tale of meeting with DPP after this.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtor Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtor Group of Companies building at number 14 Grooney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Remember, viewers, it's 4% at Real Talk. I love to break down this, Now, I often say, I love to break down the maths for those of you who don't understand how the percentage works. on investments in Trinidad and Tobago. In financial institutions in Trinidad and Tobago, they will give you a 1%, a 1.5% on a fixed deposit that you have at their financial institution. Now, you have $100,000. You can invest $100,000 less or more at Real Talk Credit Union. Remember that. So I use a round figure for $100,000, and you all could divide it from there, and you will know exactly how much you are getting. Now, with $100,000 on a fixed deposit at Real Talk, you will get 4%. Now, 4% out of 100,000 is $4,000 you're getting at the end of 12 months. If you have $50,000, you're getting 2%. Remember, it's the same 4% you're getting. It doesn't matter how much money you have. From $5,000 go up to $1 million. It's the same 4% you'll be getting. So if you have that same $100,000 on a 5-year fixed deposit at Real Talk, you're getting $20,000. Now viewers, with times are getting harder, everybody is looking for a proper investment and a bigger reward on their investment. And the biggest reward you're getting right now is at Real Talk. We are offering you 4%. Your banks is not giving you that. Other credit union, Trinidad and Tobago is not giving you that. Not bad talking credit union. But we at Real Talk Credit Union information, you're getting that. You're getting that. Some of you would wonder, side, with money safe, it's secure. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Remember, under the Real Talk group, there's 5 different companies running, you know. We do business, local and international. Remember, I'm also a licensed money lender. So I often remind people, side, how you just make your money to lend? I just do spirit work. If 10 people visit me for one day, and each person will cost them $10,000, that's $100,000. I am not going to put $100,000 in the bank to get 1%. No, if you give me 4%, I think there's no problem. I'm going to put it. You understand? But I roll over my money. I invest my money. I'm a licensed money lender. Years now I've been lending money. Licensed. You see, everything I do it above board. I try to stay above board. You know why? All because of the fact that inside is a Muslim. And every day I just be under a microscope, you know. Every day I just be combed with a fine teeth comb, you know. Because people are always looking for something to bring down side. You know why? Because of the fact that he's a Muslim. Or because Muslims have bad name. Let's see what we find on side. To add he. Now, side represents Muslim community in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm a public figure. You understand? I'm a licensed money lender. So I try my best on a daily basis to make sure there is no criticism. Nobody would say, well, side in drugs and side in trafficking and side in God. No, don't come around. Miss me with that crap. Because you come around me with that, I will willfully send a spirit to tap you on your shoulder. I will willfully do that. That is why when I come here on television and I stand in front of my camera and I go live, is hundreds of thousands of people, local, regional, and international, is viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali. And if it's one thing, as I always say, if you are part of the problem, you can never be part of the solution. So which means if you are part of the problem, you're not in my boat. You're not in my cabinet. You're not a member of my colleagues. I just make that point blank. That is why, hey, let me tell you something. If I wasn't a straight up, right up individual, you know how much people that don't want to come after me? But I'm straight. You think if I was crooked, I could have go wrong judges and magistrates and seniors? You think I could have collaborated with ministers outside Trinidad and Tobago? No, they don't want to hear nothing outside. Thank God I'm straight in the public domain. And I just thank God for having me on the straight line. On the straight line. God does know who he giving spiritual gifts, you know. Not everybody like me, you know. Not everybody like me. You cannot come through my business door. I want to play you loud enough because I will step out and cuss you black as white. You know why I will cuss you? Is that your son or your daughter? No. Well, shut your bloody hell mouth. Don't insult my workers because I will deal with you. You know what you call that? You call that manners and respect. Yes. Call that good night.
Good night. I inside the program and apologize for that. A couple of issues. I think the Prime Minister missed out on not seeking your advice on that issue with our citizens in Syria. I think you only invited Nizam. Nizam doesn't talk for all the Muslims, so he should have had several prominent people like yourself advising him what to do. I think he missed out on good advice. More importantly, I hear we real partner get COVID tested.
Yes.
Terrible.
But you find it strange. After 3 years, it's only the first time.
But listen to this. Prime Minister gets 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
And I know both of them have comorbidities, you know. You know what is comorbidities? And that is inclusive of chronic lying. That is the comorbidity, and I hope nothing going on towards it. But chronic lying is a comorbidity for them fellas. I'm going to have a nice evening.
Thank you, my friend. So, there is no dispute with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, according to Attorney General Regional Amo, who confirmed that his discussion with the DPP are not concluded. Now, hear this, sir. He said during the meeting, they discussed a number of matters relevant to the prospective mandate of the Office of the Attorney General and Legal Affairs and the Director of Public Prosecution Office. The AG added that they also agreed that the subject of the discussion will not be conducted in the public domain. Listen to this.
There is no ongoing dispute with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution with respect to the issue of resources and performance of the Office of the Director. My meeting with the Director held on Wednesday, the 15th of March at my office discussed a number of matters relevant to the respective mandates of the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Legal Affairs and the Director of Public Prosecution's Office, and my office's support for the independent remit of the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. At the end of a fruitful meeting, the Director and myself agreed then that the subject of our discussions will not be conducted in the public domain. Those discussions are not concluded.
Hey, Amo, we want to know when we get a license to export metal. That is what we want to do. Scrap iron, we want to know when we get in our export license. That is what I want to know. We want to know what's going on with the DPP office. What all you do, all you don't do it. People suffering right now. So try and speed up that process because I'm going to loud you up on television. So here it is. Munilal asked if Amo was saying on the DPP behalf that he ought not to inform the public on a matter involving accommodation rental for $21 million. To which Amos stated that discussions are not concluded and he do not wish to speak on behalf of the Director. Listen to this.
Are you saying on behalf of the DPP that matters like this ought not to you ought not to inform the public as to a matter involving the rental of accommodation for $21 million ought not to be discussed in the public, and the public ought not to know the details of such a matter? Is that your response?
Attorney General.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My response is in two parts. The discussions are not concluded, and secondly, I do not purport now or hereafter to speak on behalf of the Director.
So viewers, tomorrow night, which will be Tuesday the 28th of March, we're going to discuss the price concerning the $21 million rental. That's a bacchanal by itself. But we're going to leave that for Tune It Up Tuesday. Presently, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back from this break, we're going to talk about TNT system encouraging white-collar crime. We'll hear more about this after this break.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Realtalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
So welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali is lamenting that white-collar crime and also stated that the criminals are very much aware of this and in some cases are even celebrating in Trinidad and Tobago. He stated that there are people in our system, in our country, who run interference for criminal. In fact, stated some criminals are heroes but choose not to call any names. Listen to the PM.
The conversation should be whether in fact the truth is having its day in the court. And you know, I'm in no different position to the rest of the country, where we are impatient with respect to the delivery of justice. Some people have taken the position. The average criminal in this country takes a position. The first thing you tell I'm a lawyer. Why? And then you go to court. They say, take me to court. You know why? Because there's a lack of functioning in these areas, and the criminals know it. And what we have to do is do what we have to do to ensure that people can't evade justice in the way that they've been doing, and that justice is dispensed in a speedier fashion. But there are people in our system, in our country, who run interference for criminals. And in fact, like now, some of the criminals are heroes. They're heroes. I don't want to stand here and call any names, but you know all of it, you know all of them.
I will not call any names, the Prime Minister said. In response, Dr. Ali stated that our system does not discourage, but on the contrary, has encouraged white-collar crime conducts. Listen to him again.
Do you agree that in the 61 years of almost of Trinidad and Tobago's independence, no quote-unquote big fish with regard to white-collar crime has been taken down? And would you not agree that let's call it fact, has consequences for the prevalence of white-collar crime in this country?
Absolutely. And I have no different position to you, Anthony, on this matter. Our system has not discouraged. On the contrary, I regret to say, it has encouraged white-collar criminal conduct.
Let me tell you something, viewers. He is the head of the Security Council for Trinidad and Tobago, and they're talking about criminals. Hey. The PM then recounted a situation inside Parliament where a staff member used his station to steal money. He said they knew who the person was and nothing has happened about it. Dr. Rowley added that what is frightening is that the public office holder, like the opposition leader and members of the United National Congress, are trying to normalize the situation. Listen to this.
But what is frightening is that office holders, like the opposition leader and her cohorts, are trying to normalize that situation in Trinidad and Tobago. Feeling sorry for persons who are before the court, promoting them, advancing them into the parliament. What do you think it does to the criminal element in this country when they see a man in parliament on $1 million bail? What do you think it does to them? What do you think young people in school would think when they're coming up in this country? You know, but if they lock me up and I want bail, I will still get a job. What is that? What is that? We had a chairman of a corporation here charged for bribery, and he was still allowed to chair the corporation. In Sandigani, another one was charged for bribery. He was running the tenders committee in the corporation. Those are standards that the population must reject out of hand.
I agree with you, but listen this. Listen this. When we have TTPS officers being held, human trafficking, transporting marijuana, transporting illegal rum, transporting drugs, and when they get bail, they get suspended, and they can have salaries still from TTPS. So you, Dr. Rowley, being the head of the Security Council for Trinidad and Tobago, why don't you all address that? If you pick up the job as a police officer to serve and protect with pride, and you get caught up with this kind of charges and facing the court, you go tell me TTPS still paying him half of the salary? When you're supposed to be putting away individuals who deal with them things, you giving them half a salary? Suspend them and send them home. No pay, just like anybody else. So viewers, there's a little something that Real Talk with Saieed Ali have prepared for you. Take a listen.
فجرا جئت بعد العسر يسرا ربنا أعلاك قدرا يا إمام الأنبياء أنت في الوجدان حي أنت للعينين ضي أنت عند الحوض ري أنت هاد وصفي يا حبيبي يا محمد يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب صلوات الله عليك يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك يرتوي بالحب قلبي حب خير رسل ربي من به أبصرت دربي يا شفيعي يا رسول الله أيها المختار فينا زادنا الحب حنينا جئتنا بالخير دينا يا ختام المرسلين يا حبيبي يا محمد يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك
So Trinidad and Tobago, we did that just for you, for the Muslim community who are celebrating Ramadan. May God give you the health and strength to go through your fast. We have come to the end of our program, but nevertheless, I am Saeed. There's a rerun of this program tomorrow from 11:30 to 12:30, and we'll be right back here on Tune It Up Tuesday for another live show. Until we meet again, good night.